What's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode. We have a great topic today, so hopefully you get some value from it. If you do, please subscribe. If you don't, hey, share it with someone who might. Enjoy. Hey there, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Well, today we're going to be talking about how you treat your team members and how you help them reach their dreams and their full potential by finding out what their motivation is and how you can tap into that every single time that you have a little trouble getting them to do the things that they need to do on a daily basis to succeed, right? Now, we've been going for a couple of weeks now, and we know we're late with this episode, but it's because in these times our teams and our team members are struggling because of COVID-19, how to deal with declining revenue and stuff like this. If you're experiencing the same, we would be happy to help you. Just reach out either on Facebook or in the comment section. We also even have a TikTok and Instagram, so you can reach us basically anywhere now. So let's get on to it. When you talk to your teammates, right, you need to help them create the path to their own success. You need to ask them what's their dream, what's their goal, right? And many of them aren't even sure what it is, so you need to start mapping that out. And the easiest way to do that is by helping them understand that this is their effort, right? You need to have them focused on creating small goals each step of the way so that they can be able to write down some pieces of progress as they move further along the line of becoming a good entrepreneur. So many of typical entrepreneurs, when they get team members, start really pushing, right? You need to do this, let's get going with this, go on, you know what to do now, you can do it. Start texting people, start talking to them, and if you keep doing this, you're gonna sound basically just like this. And then it's very important that you, the second they start introducing you to people and having you be their mentor and their safety net for every time they speak to somebody and they ask you to help them with a presentation, you need to be very respectful and know that you're in their space now. This is their social cycles that you're going to be entering. So be respectful and don't embarrass any of your teammates.
I swear if you do anything to embarrass me in front of camp.
What? Like this?
Another thing you need to think about when you're in these meetings is how you're going to sound to the people you're actually giving the proposition to. If you start talking only about what it is you do, what it is you provide, what services you have, or your products, all you'll sound like to these guys is basically this. And every single time they experience that kind of promotion of it, you need to think about how your team member looks at how you do things, right? The second they see that you vary in the way you promote it or present it, they're gonna start thinking, well, I'm not that dumb. I can probably start tweaking a little over here and start saying stuff like this. And you need to be very clear on, they're very young in the profession, they're like babies, they need to learn step by step. but many are still going to tell you that, well, I've been doing this a long time, I've spoken to people all my life, so I have many ideas, and for you that's just going to sound like this.
What if I go like this?
So your main thing is to help them learn the things they need to learn so that they can have good quality conversations and interactions with prospects, and most of all their friends, because they're still going to be around their friends after they start with the business. So make sure that there is a professional and also distance themselves emotionally from the outcome of each meeting. If not, you're going to have a very up and down type of feel to your team, because 1 second, oh, I talked to 20 people, we've all had great conversations, but then I asked my best friend, he says this is shit. I'm so frustrated, I have no idea what to do, right? And what people then resort to doing is starting to be a poser. What I mean by that is, when you're a poser, you're like, ooh, I've been making this much money and the business is doing wonderful. We have great meetings, we have so many new people entering the team. And then you suddenly realize that you've only been in the profession for like 2-3 weeks, you have no idea. And you're definitely not successful on the level that you're trying to portray already. Just look at like people renting fancy cars, riding around in them, making a few videos, and then just, hey, look how successful I've become. And then the second they're done with making these ads or making these videos, they return the car to the rental company they borrowed it from that particular day. That's not success, that's posing. Kind of like this.
Tell her I'm rich, and I'm good looking, and I have a rapist wit.
But of course, you need to encourage your team to have conversations. Don't make any decisions based on fear of being rejected or being told no all the time, because some conversations will go really well and some of them will be just horrible like this.
Oh, and I don't care.
But in any case, the most important thing is that once you talk to somebody, especially cold market, if they say no, you need to be able to take a hint, right? Your friends and family are most likely just gonna say, well, this is shit. I don't want any part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. You do you, or maybe even tell you you should quit this. We'll get back to that later. But still, you need to understand when a cold market prospect politely declines, that you actually say, that's fine, and don't do it like this.
You're a very nice guy, but I just don't have any room in my life for a new friend. Okay?
So, what are you trying to say?
So be aware of your surroundings, okay? It's going to be very important in its time going forward. We talked about a lot of things now in the series, and they should have given you a good foundation on how to do it. If not, go back and watch again. And of course, being an entrepreneur is a lonely road in the beginning. It's not going to be filled with team members and people that share the same vision as you. They might even want to do the same type of business as you, but your vision can be totally different, right? Your goals are your goals. Your team members' goals are their goals. And be wary of that and respect it. Help them use the tools to get to where they want to be, and not use them as tools to get where you want to be. It's a major mistake and many people do it. I don't want you to do it, because I'm telling you right now, if you do it that way, your teams are just going to disappear. It's as simple as that. I've done it myself earlier. You learn the hard way, and I'm trying to save you the time of learning that way by just follow my advice on this, all right? And especially with family, if you take the time to sit down with them and you tell them the reason why you're doing what you're doing, either if it's just your goals or if the ultimate goal is to help them as well, they will be a lot more respectful on how you run your business. Sure, they don't have to be a part of it or help you in any way, but they should at least not interfere in how you're doing things. Okay? Many parents think they know everything there is in the world based on, these are my children, I should know more things. But if your parents or any other relative doesn't have any sort of experience within the profession you're actually trying to excel in, then their advice is totally irrelevant for you. It's as simple as that. And once you've had these discussions and you've actually gotten them to accept the fact that you're trying to make a name for yourself, you're going to have the most wonderful feeling, like it's going to be opening your arms and just raising them up and saying,
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
and there's nothing wrong with trying to come back to them once you've gotten a piece of success, or you've gotten a team that believes in you and shows you by doing what you're doing that you're on the right way to reaching your goals, right? There's nothing wrong with going back and saying, hey, I've actually gotten quite a amount of money out of this, or my revenue is up, or my team members are really digging what it is we're doing together. I would like to show you one more time if you're up for it, but if you're not, that's perfectly fine. And many people, they kind of, the second they have some sort of proof of what it is they're doing and that it's actually going well, they're just gonna start rushing back, and I do not want you to be doing stuff like this.
I'll fix this, Steven. I can fix it. I can make it cool again.
So as you can see, the best way is just to simply ask them politely, well, we've reached this and this and this level now of revenue, or whatever type of goals you would like to share with them, and say, I would really like you to be a part of it, now that I can guarantee that if we follow this procedure, we actually get some success out of it. If they don't want to, then be respectful and let them be, and just let your results do the talking. They will eventually ask you how you did it, and then you're just going to be able to say, well, I did what I've been trying to show you over these last months, these couple of years, or maybe even the decade, because it happens. It's just as simple as that. And you need to listen to mentors within the profession you're trying to be good at. Okay, I'm not saying I'm gonna be your mentor based on my experience. I don't know what you want to do. I'm just trying to tell you how to act in order to get people to be a part of your dreams and your ambitions by being a professional, because not many people are. And many people come to the conclusion when they talk to people with the amount of experience that they're seeking, that they didn't think of so many things that they probably would have failed by trying, just by speaking to someone with more experience, preferably also someone who's been in the profession so long that they've aged well with it. Because I've talked to many entrepreneurs now where they say, well, the only regrets I have is not doing it earlier, or being faster, or taking action, because the action part of any business is the most important one. It doesn't matter how well prepared you are if you never get it out there. It's as simple as that. So I was left with a feeling kind of like this.
I guess they're right. Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.
So to sum it all up for you, just take the time with your team, find out what their dreams are, how they want to achieve it, how often you can talk to them, and of course, you have, as a leader, two types of ways, right? You can either give them a carrot, or you can give them the whip. Sometimes you need to have both, but most of the time, be respectful and hold them accountable to the goals that they set for themselves and that'll be it. You don't need to do anything else. Just pour your heart into them and in helping them. That'll most likely help you as well, because they thrive. And when they thrive, they'll be giving acceptance speeches and giving you some sort of recognition for the way you help them. Mostly like I want to be for my teams as well all across the globe now. I want them to be able to say, well, thanks to him helping us, we now have this level of success. And that should be your goal as well. Over time you will become so successful and you'll have so much to contribute with to new people based on that. And it'll give you the most wonderful feeling. You'll be sitting like this in no time.
You and me, we're family.
Promise never to drift away.
So, that's really what I wanted to go through in this episode. If you have anything that you would like to talk about or hear more about, you should write in the comments, right? Or reach out on our Facebook page. Anything you like, just know that you can reach us at Search for Greatness, and just give us your opinions, give us your questions. Let us just try to make this as a professional space and community as possible. I'll of course be giving more videos like this as the time progresses, but what I need you to do is actively try to reach your goals by being as professional as you possibly can. Alright?
Just one more thing.
Yeah, and also subscribe, because we want to build a community. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell us what you like about it in the comment section. Ask us your questions. And of course, find our Facebook page, like it, follow it. Instagram page, do the same. And also we're even on TikTok, but we're not going to be dancing. No chance. But we will try to reach you so that you have a platform where you can grow, and it's not going to cost you a dime to be a part of our community. I'm not one of these super duper gurus who says if you follow my course or if you pay for this course, nothing like that. If you want to be a team member, let us know and we'll have a chat and we'll see if it's something for you. If not, that's perfectly fine. You might have your own thing, and that's also great. Maybe I want to hear something about that as well. So do whatever you can each and every day to get one step closer to your goals and your dreams and be a professional. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.